Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos' golden bachelorette dress once worn by Beyoncé. On a recent episode of The Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos wore a stunning dress that was once worn by Beyoncé and other celebrities. Keep reading for all the details. Joan Vassos captivates in purple diamond gown. ABC is pulling out all the stops to make Joan Vassos as attractive as possible to her golden bachelorette suitors. While the contestants on the show provide their own wardrobe, the show dresses the leads. Joan Vassos stunned in a plunging purple gown with Swarovski crystals. The dress designer, Randy Rahm, made a YouTube video to share more details about the dress. The sparkling crystals are placed on the dress by hand. The process takes between 600 and 700 hours to attach all the crystals. Joan Vassos' dress was named the Lavender Diamond Gown by the designer and featured thousands, if not millions of dollars in crystals. Golden bachelorette dress once worn by Beyoncé. Joan Vassos wasn't the first to wear the dress. The designer revealed in the YouTube video that Beyoncé wore the same dress years earlier. Not exactly the same dress, as they are custom-made. According to People magazine, Queen Bey's dress was purely white and silver. The pop star wore it in 2005 for a concert series in New York City. The outlet notes that the singer wore a different outfit during the actual performance, but rocked the Randy Rahm design on the red carpet. Mariah Carey also donned the designer dress. Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, also wore a similar dress the same year as Beyoncé. According to People magazine, the All I Want for Christmas Is You singer was almost exactly like Beyoncé's, but was a brighter white in color. Both ladies stunned in their respective custom dresses. TV host Maria Menounos attended the 2004 in similar $2.5 million dress designed by Randy Rahm. Unlike Joan Vassos' dress, the Oscar dress had real diamonds. According to People, the TV correspondent's dress had less tulle to show off the sparkling diamonds. Watch the video below of the designer talking about the popular dress. After getting advice from Golden Bachelor star Jerry Turner, Joan Vassos sent home Charles King, Greg Lasson, and retired Army Captain Kim Buick on the episode, featuring the stunning purple dress. There are just 11 suitors left as she continues her journey to find a second chance at love after the death of her husband. Joan Vassos was no stranger to making bold choices. Throughout her journey on The Golden Bachelorette, she had proven time and time again that she wasn't just another contestant trying to find love late in life. She was a force of nature. With each episode, Joan stood out from the other women, not just because of her poise and confidence, but because of her impeccable fashion sense. But nothing could prepare the audience, or even her fellow contestants, for the night she stepped onto the stage wearing a dress that had once been worn by none other than Beyoncé. The night had started like any other. The anticipation for the rose ceremony hung heavy in the air, and the women gathered, each hoping to catch the eye of the man they all desired. As they stood in a glittering lineup, waiting for the moment to hear their names called, Joan made her entrance. It wasn't just an entrance, it was a statement, an explosion of style and flair that silenced the room. She wore a dress that shimmered with every step, a metallic gold creation that hugged her in all the right places, and then flowed out with a grace that made her seem like she was floating. It was modern yet timeless, a gown that perfectly captured the essence of a queen. As Joan moved through the room, heads turned, mouths dropped, and eyes widened. There was something familiar about the dress, something iconic. Then it hit them. The dress had been worn by Beyoncé at a major red carpet event several years ago. And now, here it was, gracing the body of Joan Vassos, radiating a kind of power that only a select few could pull off. The murmurs began immediately. Is that? No way, that can't be. That's Beyoncé's dress. The excitement rippled through the room, and even the other women couldn't help but be swept up in the sheer audacity of Joan's choice. Joan, of course, knew exactly what she was doing. She was no stranger to fashion, and her connections in the industry were well known. A successful businesswoman in her own right, she had spent years cultivating relationships with designers and stylists, and when the opportunity to wear this particular gown came up, she couldn't resist. It was a daring move, one that was bound to set her apart from the other contestants, and Joan wasn't one to shy away from taking risks. After all, the Golden Bachelorette was about finding love, yes, but it was also about leaving a lasting impression. And leave an impression she did. The moment the man of the hour, Michael, laid eyes on Joan in that dress, his reaction was immediate and visceral. His eyes widened in awe, and a smile slowly crept onto his face, a mix of admiration and surprise. Joan wasn't just a contestant to him anymore, she was a vision, a woman who had the confidence to walk in a room and command it. She was wearing Beyoncé's dress, for heaven's sake, and it wasn't just about the dress itself. It was about what it represented. It was a symbol of strength, independence, and unapologetic boldness. Joan embodied all of that and more. As the rose ceremony progressed, Joan's aura was impossible to ignore. The other women tried their best to put on brave faces, but it was clear that Joan had stolen the spotlight. Some admired her daring choice, while others silently fumed at the attention she was getting. But Joan wasn't there to make friends. She was there to win Michael's heart. And she was playing the game like no one else. Backstage, whispers filled the air among the crew and producers. Even the behind-the-scenes team couldn't help but be mesmerized by the way Joan had pulled off the look. It wasn't just about wearing a famous dress. It was about the confidence to wear it and make it her own. Beyoncé had worn that dress as a global superstar, but Joan wore it as a woman who had lived a full life, faced challenges, and come out stronger. The gown, which had once been draped across the body of a music icon, was now a reflection of Joan's own journey, a journey filled with triumphs, setbacks, and above all, resilience. As the night wore on, Joan continued to captivate the room. When it was finally her turn to step forward, Michael couldn't contain his admiration any longer. "Joan," he began, his voice a mix of disbelief and awe. "You look absolutely incredible tonight. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this." Joan smiled, the kind of smile that only someone who knows exactly who they are can give. "Thank you, Michael," she replied, her voice steady and warm. "I wanted to wear something special tonight. Something that reminded me that no matter where we are in life, we can still make bold choices, still live boldly. That's what this dress represents for me." Michael nodded, clearly impressed. "It's working," he said with a laugh, handing her a rose. The moment Joan accepted the rose, it was clear that she had won more than just another week on the show. She had won the hearts of viewers everywhere. Social media exploded with reactions. Fans couldn't get enough of her audacious fashion choice, and the internet buzzed with articles and posts dissecting every detail of the dress. The hashtag Joan's Golden Dress trended for days, and fashion critics praised her for taking a risk that had paid off in spades. But for Joan, it wasn't just about the dress or the attention it garnered. It was about making a statement, about showing the world that age is just a number, and that women, no matter where they are in life, can still be bold, daring, and unforgettable. Just like Beyoncé, Joan was a queen in her own right, and she had no intention of stepping down from her throne anytime soon.